Today, constant stimulation is now the new normal because we have quick instant sources of pleasure and entertainment everywhere around us. If we're not stimulating ourselves with mobile phone, we are stimulating with video games. If not with video games, with music. If not with music, with junk food. If not with junk food, with movies. If not with movies, with TV series. We are always constantly entertaining ourselves. And this has a side effect on our nervous system and our mental health that we can't seem to sit still without stimulation. When we decide to sit still without entertainment or stimulation, we now feel down, we feel depressed, we feel uneasy, we feel comfortable. But little did you know that our nervous system wasn't designed to be constantly entertained. Look at how we were living back then. We usually have periods of hunting, of farming, going out, and then we have periods of stillness and calmness. After the day of hard work, we are back home with our loved ones and our social tribe. We are back home with our family and friends, cracking jokes, having fun, and fooling around without any form of distraction or stimulation. Just pure happiness, enjoyment, calmness, and stillness. But nowadays, even while you are busy working, you are distracting yourself with your mobile phone. Or at the sudden instance of boredom, you pick your phone and start scrolling on social media because you feel the need to always be entertained. But your nervous system is not designed to be constantly entertained. It's designed to have periods of hard work and focus and periods of calmness, stillness, and enjoyment. But you keep stimulating yourself every now and then with one source of stimulation to the other. And that is why when there is no stimulation, when there is no entertainment, you feel down. And that is when your childhood trauma comes up again. That is when you begin to feel anxious from the feeling of what has happened in the past and fear of the future. Do you now see that there is something that you need to actually process? There are some feelings, there are some thoughts, there are some goals, there are some plans that you need to actually process properly. But then you have been stimulating yourself every now and then. And when there is no stimulation, that is when that feeling of past that you've not processed properly comes up. That is when you begin to feel anxious. That is when you begin to feel depressed. But because you always mask these feelings with stimulation and entertainment, you don't process these thoughts. And that feeling and trauma is already inside your body, it's inside your nervous system. And that leads to anxiety, that leads to depression. Maybe you don't even need mental health therapy. You just need to stay away from social media. You need to stay away from constant stimulation. You need to stay away from instant entertainment so that your nervous system can actually process these feelings and thoughts and shake off all these feelings of trauma so that you have proper mental health. You are not meant to be constantly, instantly stimulated. You are meant to have periods of hard work and focus and periods of enjoyment with your tribe and your social gathering and your social interaction. Now you need to take a step back from the modern excess, from all these modern day devices and technology. Take a step back from overindulging in instant pleasure and entertainment and have periods where you sit still, have periods when you are calm, have periods when you are present without any stimulation at all in your own thoughts, in your own mindfulness, and in your own presence. And this is how you can process your thoughts. This is how you can feel better. And this is how you can have a proper mental health like a normal human being that you are meant to be, away from the modern excess and modern devices and technology. When we say return to your primal self, when we say bring back your primal self, we are not saying you shouldn't use modern devices. We are not saying you shouldn't entertain yourself. We are not saying you shouldn't enjoy yourself. But do this mindfully and with intention, without distraction. Have periods of hard work, have periods of focus, have periods of mindfulness, have periods of presence, and have periods of enjoyment. Don't be working and distracting yourself. Don't be with your loved ones and be stimulating yourself with your mobile phone. Don't be working on a project and be distracting yourself with your mobile phone. Have periods of hard work and focus and have periods of enjoyment and probably entertainment. Your nervous system wasn't meant to be constantly stimulated 24/7. Have periods of hard work and have periods of enjoyment. This is how you can live like a normal human being and bring back your primal self. We are not saying you should do it with modern technological devices because, of course, these devices makes life easy. but have periods when you use them and have periods when you focus on your hard work, your presence, and your mindfulness. We are meant to reject the modern excess and bring back our primal self, because that's how the human being is meant to behave. That's how the modern human being is meant to live and thrive. Bring back your normal self, bring back your primal self by rejecting modern excess and restoring human balance. That is what we preach here. If you love this kind of message and the message resonates or calibrates with you, then you are meant to be here. Welcome to the tribe.